Brickey here at Sizzler. This isn't a food review. This is something totally different. Yes, taking you to a Sizzler, but also taking you back into a very important chapter of my life and some lessons nobody taught me. I had to learn the hard way, but the best way. Thank you so much for showing up. Let's jump in. What do you say? You and I have a talk. Somewhere, way down there, is a Sizzler. And let me tell you something, I haven't been to a Sizzler in quite some time. I believe the last time I went to a Sizzler, if I'm doing the math right, it would have been 1991. I didn't just go there. This was my first job ever.
Really?
Yeah, I started washing dishes at a Sizzler.
Where was this at?
In Kentucky, 1991. I washed dishes at a Sizzler.
Wow.
Yeah, it was great.
I wonder what the minimum wage was at that time, you know?
$3.85 was minimum wage.
I'm sure $3.85 still got you something, you know?
Yeah, it did. And let me tell you, I don't think that 16-year-old back then knew that it was possible that work could ever be something that you enjoy. Let me explain. What's the most expensive steak you've ever had?
Oh boy, I would have to guesstimate one of the cuts at the ranch is probably in the $200 range. The thing about steak is you can make a $20 steak a $200 steak with the help of our friend A1.
You see, I never had any entrepreneur role models. I didn't have one person in my life, one adult that went to work and came home fulfilled. It was a burden for all of them. So it only makes sense when it was my turn to enter into the workforce that I too would think, why would work be fun? It's this sucky thing that we all have to do to pay the bills. That's just how I had been taught to think about work. That was my role model for work. And by the way, all of these adults in my life worked really hard. They worked really hard doing things they did not want to do at all. So I learned a valuable lesson. In life, we work hard, and in life, we don't always get to pick what it is we do for our job. But I chose to be different. $119 for 3 guys to have dinner. $40 a dude, and that's with everybody getting a full entree, not one of the value entrees, and then adding on the salad bar, which also includes your dessert.
Roman soup bowl. Coming out wild.
Sturdy. Oh, went the whole trifecta.
They put it all there for a reason.
She was on to me. What do you think the odds are that they put off-brand caramel in that Ghirardelli squeeze
Thing
bottle?
gets refilled.
I feel like the soft serve bar when you were a kid was one of those first like liberating moments. You know, like
You got to build it.
yeah, all this is mine.
You were in control.
You see, I decided a long time ago at an early age that I would follow the pursuit of happiness. And not in a you only live once, live every day like you're dying bullshit metaphor, but I have seriously embodied, if it brings me pleasure, if I enjoy doing it, I will work super hard at it. And I only ask for one thing in return: results. $20 steak versus $200 steak.
It's not bad. I've paid more for a worse steak. That's a fact.
Because one thing I never ever want to do is forget my hard-working blue-collar roots. My dad and my Momo, Southern for Grandma, they taught me above everything else, work hard and give it your all. And I have worked as hard as I possibly could my entire adult life. It's just a difference between me and them. I chose happiness where they did not. Premium, it is not. But horrible, it's not that either. It's about what I remember, but when I ate at Sizzler, like, that was the only steakhouse that my family knew. But when you add on the salad bar, what's the salad bar add on, like $8?
$9.
$9. And that unlocks a whole universe of potential. Why go eat at a forgotten restaurant, a chain that, you know, is well beyond its glory days? I thought Sizzler would be an appropriate place to celebrate the first week of this journey of Brickey Vlogs. Because so many times in my life, and this is where the honesty comes in, I have chased things that made me happy. But the pursuit of happiness was so difficult and soul-crushing that in the end I had to step back and go, this is so hard. Is it really making you happy? Is the happiness gone? You ever played a video game and at some point everything just kind of locks up and it just loses the excitement and intrigue it first had? Do you sit there and keep playing that video game because you told yourself, well, I'm going to play this video game till I'm 62? No. You go on to another video game. That's what I like to do. When I work hard and I don't yield the results that I want, it makes it hard to still be happy when there's not a reward. The cheese bread was what everybody said we had to get into.
And they were correct.
Yeah, they were. When happiness is your reward, it makes it so easy to find what your goals are. You can look at whatever you're trying to do and figure out, where do I need to leap to next to find that next creative challenge that will keep me fulfilled and will make every hour melt away as long as I'm focused on doing this thing. Because to me, I knew I would always have to work a lot in this life. So I wanted to make sure that I spent that time working on something that just made it not feel like I was ever actually working at all.
We all get like a chicken breast meal.
Okay.
We thinly slice it. We get those tortillas. We take them over to the bar, Caesar salad them up, come back, add chicken Caesar wraps.
What if somebody did a YouTube channel where they just showed you how to cook off of salad bars?
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Like, you go to Sizzler and here's all the dishes that you can make off the salad bar.
Oh, for sure.
Today, friends, we're making the chicken Caesar wrap.
Yeah. I should make this cookbook.
So I thought the idea of celebrating with my friends at Sizzler would not only be a funny thing to do and check out, like, what is Sizzler like 30 years later, but also a little reminder to myself that summer in 1991 when I worked there, I had no idea that not only would California be in my path, but I had no idea that professional happiness would be in my path. In this last week, I have done a project that all I worry about is, does it keep me creative and does it keep me having fun? And the answer was yes and yes. And even though it's only been a single week, every victory is worth celebrating. So just a week ago, when I challenged myself to go out every day and try to find something fun to do and a fun story to tell you, I thought that it would be challenging, I thought it would be hard, and I thought I'd have to find a way to fit it in. And all of those things are true. But I also thought it would be rewarding. And it has been way more rewarding, way more exciting And the numbers in you have come in a way that I didn't even think would be imaginable. It made me feel like this really was the time to do this thing that I'd always dreamed about doing. Would you? Again?
Yeah.
I'll come this weekend.
A derby party at Sizzler?
Yes.
I know my order. I'll have it on.
It might be too late to change careers, but ask yourself, is it too late to change your approach? Is it too late to change to work toward happiness? Friends, hope you had fun going on this nostalgic journey, but also everybody I told this to, they're like, what? Where's the Sizzler? And then had instant nostalgia for said Sizzler. Thank you so much for showing up. Thank you for subscribing to Brickey Vlogs. I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe?